What's up, Pyromaniacs? Biostasis here. We're back in the world of All the Mods 3 Remix. And just a couple quick announcements I wanted to go over real fast before we got into too much. I apologize that we only had one video for most of last week. I probably will only have it for this week and maybe next week. The reasoning behind that is I've gotten a new job, and that's why everything was crazy during my vacation, is getting all that set up. So now that that's all set up and done, for the most part, then things are going to kind of slow down, sort of. But things are going to be hectic for a little while, basically. So I don't know where that digital miner went. Sons of beaches, where did my miner go? It's in a crate somewhere, and I don't know which one. God, I hate, fuck. I'm telling you what, dude, that global traveler thing has screwed me. There it is. It's on the ground. Why is it on the ground? We're not going to talk about it. Okay, let's go over to the man cave. I want to set this thing back up. This stuff is still not growing. It's been forever. So anyways, my 2 weeks notice ends this week. So this will be my last week at my current company, current employer, who I love much. They've been great, man. You know, and it sucks too because, you know, have you ever been with a company that you absolutely just love the shit out of, but unfortunately for reasons outside of your control and your boss's control, there's just not really a way forward for you there? And that's kind of what went on with my company. So loved them, but you know, I've been doing basically desktop support since I was 14, and actually since younger than that. And you know, at a certain point in time, you know, now that I'm, you know, because basically I was a full-time YouTuber that went and became a full-time IT guy, and that was a scary move because, you know, I've been doing YouTube for fucking 7 years. So my boss was nice and took a risk on me, and you know, that allowed me to start my career back up, which, you know, allowed me to kind of feed my family, you know what I mean? And that's a huge thing. So I'm going to be forever grateful to him. But that being said, you know, after a year and a half, like I said, it's time to move on. So my current company is going to let me basically be doing what I was doing before, a little bit of help desk, and then I'm also going to be supposedly a junior system admin for them. So if all works out well, I'm going to be learning a hell of a lot, which I'm looking forward to. So anyways, content will be a little bit crazy while all that's going on. That being said, today we're going to be playing around with a couple different things. There's two things I want to do today. One of them is I want to upgrade these things up here to a higher tier. Right now we have the basic capacitor bank, which can hold 1 million each. I'd like to move that up to a capacitor bank, which can hold 5 million each, and maybe even a vibrant capacitor, which can hold 25 million each. So that'll take our power network from 4 million to 100 million. And this thing right here obviously is producing, wow, that actually kicked up to, wow. Well, this should be doing 50 times 500. So it's just restoring a little bit of power leakage that we've got going on. That's not power leakage, actually that's the RF miner we just set up way over there. So did I call it an RF miner? Digital miner. Anyways, the other thing we're going to be doing today is I want to get started on blood magic. And to do that, we're going to need a blood altar. Now, this has changed since the last time I played it, apparently. It is, I don't know how much different. My wife says it's very different. We're going to play around and find out. Let me make sure the audio is working. I just realized the audio is not working. Ha! Caught it with only 4 minutes in. Let me fix that real quick, guys. There we go. So now you can hear my footsteps and me opening and close. Well, that doesn't make any noise. That doesn't make any noise. Well, there's things going on and you can hear them. So, I guess I could do that. Oh, yeah, you're just going to not make any noise. I don't even hear it now. What the... Okay, okay. Well, it's working. It's trolling me now. It's trolling me. Stupid game. All right. Anyways, so as I was saying, blood magic has changed supposedly according to my wife. I don't know how much. We're going to find out. I never actually finished blood magic. I think we got up to about a tier 3 altar and then always kind of petered out. We're going to try and get most of the way through. We may get back to Thaumcraft here in a bit. I'll be honest, there's just not a whole lot left in Thaumcraft that I can really see that I might want, especially that isn't better by something else. So I enjoyed playing around with it. We learned kind of the basics. We learned how everything worked. But unless there's something you guys specifically want to see, there's the noise, probably not going to mess with it anymore. Too much. All right. So this is the big change. We need a demonic will to kind of move things forward here. So demonic will is an imprint of a demonic entity attached to a creature. It can be attained by killing a mob with a sentient weapon or by throwing a snare at a mob and killing it while it has white particles. So rudimentary snares are pretty easy to make. I've made 32 of them because apparently they're not 100%. And we're going to go see if we can't get into some trouble. Now, it's perfect timing because it's nighttime. So let's see. There is a baddie over here somewhere. I see it on the radar. There he is. It's a Spidey. Okay, did I miss? No white particles yet. No white particles yet. Oh, Jesus. Hang on. Let me get some distance from this little son of a bitch. You need to quit it. There's the white particles, and bam. There we go. All right, so we have our demonic will. And it says will quality 4.29. Now, it didn't say that there was a quality requirement. Sorry about that. Apparently, even though I've disabled the alert box, we're still hearing alerts from my stream. So that was either somebody following me on Mixer or following me on YouTube. Oh, I also want to let you guys know why we switched. We switched from Mixer to YouTube because YouTube penalizes me for low watch time. So basically, the more people watch my stream and things, or my videos, percentage-wise, the better. So like, for instance, let's say you watch, I upload a video and it's 2 hours long and you watch all 2 hours, then I get really good credit for that. If I upload a video that's 2 hours long and you watch 5 minutes of it, I get rickrolled. And, oh, hello, you little dirty fuck. Okay, you need to fucking cut it out. All right, you. Please. Hurry. Oh, God. Oh, fucking. Oh, shit. All right. Okay, we're fine. I don't think you did it. Nope, you did not. So anyways, the point of it all is with a stream, most people don't watch much of a stream. And due to that, it tanks watch time. So for instance, most of my Minecraft videos recently have had like an 80% watch time. My stream had a 2% watch time last weekend. So, and that's just the nature of the beast. A lot of bigger YouTubers have stopped streaming on YouTube because it's hurting their channel. There are a few exceptions, but a lot of them have stopped. So this was backed up by one of the heads of YouTube, sort of, in the aspect that it's something they're looking into, but they've been quote unquote looking into it for a year. So I think it's one of those things that's just going to be the way it's going to be, unfortunately. So if I stream, I'll be streaming on Mixer from now on. I don't stream much, you know, just I think YouTube is a better form for me. We'll see how it goes. So that was why we're moving to Mixer. All right, so I don't even know why I came back here. We now have the will. I don't know if we have everything else, though. Do we? We do. So we have our blood altar. Rock and roll. Okay, so one of the other things we need, let's go ahead and do it this way. I think we need our cutting device, if I'm not mistaken. So that is that. What is that? An alchemy table? That is cool. There it is. Sacrificial dagger. Just a prick of the finger will suffice. Dagger of sacrifice. So if I recall, one of the... Okay, so I think this is the one that... Dagger of sacrifice is the one that you kill things with. Whereas Sacrificial dagger. Yes. This is the one where you kind of cut yourself with. All right. Let's swap this out because we're not going to need that for now. And let's go see if we can't find a home for this. Now, again, this is magic, so we're going to be putting this over in our magical area here. What we'll probably end up doing is, and I'm going to do this for now, we're going to knock this out. Probably going to move the portal room around. There we go. Just want a decent distance in here. Pick all this stuff up real quick. There we go. And then, full as the basics, we're going to do that. And then that. Okay, and then we want to give ourselves a nice little stepping stone to get up here. And let's see what happens. So, new. There we go. So now we got a little bit of blood in there. I need to turn the torches off. So, where's our health? Oh, this is going to be a lot easier than... Oh, that takes a lot more health than I remember. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's load up real fast. Can you hear the mining from the digital miner as it mines everything? I think that's great. Come on now. There we go. Eat another one. We are going to fill this blood altar up, and then we're going to see. There we go. Perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, here we go. Halfway. That's fucking crazy. So one of the big things that we're going to want to work on here is a better form of regeneration. So the food mod in this does make it pretty easy to regenerate, but we're going to end up sitting here for large amounts of time. What the fuck? Is that a critter? What the hell? Hey. Hey, you. What are you doing over there? Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Where the... Okay. All right. Like over here, just, you know, having a little quiet cutting time, and the damn mobs over there are interrupting my my activities. All right. So we're at about halfway. As far as I can tell, it is not dropping. It is not dropping. There we go. You can see it's stable. So let's see. I'm curious. We're at 46, 48. So that's going to put us at 5,000. So this ought to get us, I think it's 2 a tick. So this ought to get us pretty close to cap. Oh, yeah. So we need about 28 more hit points to cap this thing out. Now, back in the day, so we do have the book here, which is interesting. I don't necessarily like all this stuff, though, because, like, back in the day, fast miner array. What the hell? What is an array? Blood magic. The architect, the demonkin, the ritual master. Let's look at the architect. Forward. Hello, everyone. My name is Tiberius. You can probably tell by this entry that the book is not exactly complete, and you would be right because of the 1.710 to 1.89 to 1.94 and above updates. A lot of stuff has changed in the mod. As such, the books have to be rewritten because the ultimate plan of the document is to have each book in the form of a research journal / actual book. These documents will take a while to flesh out. As such, I'm going to be updating the book periodically in order to fill in the necessary gaps. It will start as a flavorless garbage to start with. Yeah, not the most appetizing of illustrations to go with the documents, but whatever. But slowly, it will be morphed into a story about a bunch of blood magi on a journey through discovery. But enough of that, I need to get into character. My name is Tiberius, and I'm a blood mage, and also otherwise known as the Architect. This book contains all the research regarding the ethereal phenomenon called the Soul Network, as well as the physical properties of some of the most central devices that any blood mage in training should be accustomed to. From the art of laying out the structure of the powerful blood altar to the intricacies of sacrificing life force to increase a mage's power, and further to the powers gained through arcane glyphs and sigils. I've discovered, revised, and created new ways into training oneself to new heights, so enter mage for a new realm awaits you. Yeah, Maga says that I can get a little grandiose, but what can you do? All right, so the blood altar itself we've created. Blood altar is one of the most central devices in the mod. There are two main uses for the altar, either for crafting items, essential for progressing through the mod, or for filling up one's blood orb. Both of these actions require player to fill the basin with life essence, which can be extracted from two different sources, monsters and peaceful creatures and the player's own health. Yep, we got the dagger. To add your own life essence to the base, you need a sacrificial dagger. Right click, blah, blah, blah. Life points, blah, 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 blah. The altar crafts an item by consuming the LP. Yeah, we know that. If there is no longer any LP in the basin, yep, we got that much as well. Finally, if the altar is filling a blood orb, the altar will emit purple particles indicated as siphoning LP from the basin. There are actually a total of 3 tanks in the format error blood altar. What? The main tank, which has a default capacity of 10k LP, previously indicated, as well as input tank and output tank, which both have 10% of the total capacity. Every 20 ticks by default, the LP, blah, 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 blah. Okay? That's not what I meant to do. I want to go back to the, there we go. Back to the main. All right, Arcane Ash. Although not strictly part of the overall theme of this book, Arcane Ash is necessary in order to progress through the mod. Interesting. The Ash is crafted using Hellfire Forge and is using the Hellfire Forge and Demon Will. So if you're new to the concept, please consult the Demonkin. In essence, this is a way to craft items out of 2 separate items. A regent of some sort to act as a catalyst and a secondary item. The Ash has a total of 20 uses before you need to craft another. When you right click on the ground or a wall, though, it will only render one direction. You will inscribe a simple circle out of ash. If you click on the ash again with an item, it will be placed in, okay, I'm confused. Once it has changed shape, okay. Huh. All the recipes for arcane ash crafting, I call it alchemy array crafting, can be found in JEI by clicking the uses for arcane ash. The first item shown is the catalyst, and the second item is the secondary item. Okay. Interesting. So the rest of the stuff, what is I remember divination sigil. Able to tell you many values will make your life easier. Sigils crafted using a piece of redstone or blank slate. Piece of redstone and a blank slate crafted in a blood altar using an alchemy array. When you right click a blood altar with the sigil, you can see the current. Okay, so let's go back. Was it Demonkin he was talking about? The Hellfire Forge. Interesting. Okay. Are placed around circles. It appears there are many different recipes. Okay, let me play around with this real quick. Once I understand what it is and what it does, I'll show you guys. All right, I think I have this figured out. So, this is the Hellfire Forge. You can make it pretty easily. Block of iron, stone, gold, iron, etc., etc. Pretty easy recipe. I've got it offset from our altar, which I went ahead and filled up with 10,000. Normally you'd have to have a slate to see this. Apparently this lets you see it without the slate, which I think is cool. All right, so I believe the way this works is you have to fill the requisite components on the outside with the thing in the center. So for instance, right here, I don't know what a Dawnstone Anvil is, but so we need redstone, white dye, coal, and gunpowder, and some form of demonic will, and that will give us arcane ashes. So we're going to try that real quick. So redstone, white powder, well, bone meal is a form of white dye, gunpowder, and then we have 1 piece of will left. There we go. And that should give us arcane ashes. Cool, cool. Now you'll notice that we don't have any more. Oh, the soul's okay. The soul can be used, or the demonic will thing can be used multiple times. Oh. Well, that's very cool. That's very cool. All right, so we're gonna want to make some good runes here. If I recall, and I don't know how fast we're gonna be able to go through this mod, because right now it's looking like I could burn through this pretty quickly. So I'm assuming I am missing something. Or multiple things. One of the other things I do want to test real quick before we go any further. Home list, home, and there it is. Okay. I am curious, for those of you guys who don't know, Endermen dodge all forms of like arrow attacks and things along those lines. So here in a second, this is going to spawn, hopefully. Come on. Why isn't it spawning? Hello? There they go. Okay, so look, see how he teleported away? So you can't hit him. My question is... Okay, so we can't use... This will not be an option for us, which is fine. I need to find a way out of here to another area. Let's go through here. See what we got on the other side here. This will work. So let's step through and not look at anybody if we can. Go. And be very careful here because this place is going to be hellacious, so to speak. What? Anything good? That's a negative. Let's get rid of all this shit. I just need a spawner. What do we got here? I don't know what that is. Looks like a skeleton spawner. I'm gonna break this and this. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's not what I wanted to do. Getting old. Fuck. This'll work. Come on. Oh, son of a bitch. Not what I meant to do there either. Trying it one more time, then I'm killing them both. Fuck. I wonder if it will only work on wild critters. So there are... I'm gonna try this. I need to make myself an area. Do this fucking stuff everywhere. It's crazy. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay. Should be able to leave this open. There we go. That's a skeleton. Okay. That's 2 hits. 3 hits. 4 hits. 5 hits. 6. 7. Okay, definitely not working. So they have to be wild mobs. Okay, that's fine. Let's do this. Torch. Torch, please. Today, sir. I had them on me the whole time. I'm dumb. Ow. Okay. We're good. Alright. So this won't work. This won't work. That's quite a shame. Let's go back home. That is a massive shame. I had hoped that that would function for us, but it seems like all critters being spawned... Not only all critters being spawned in dungeons won't work, but also all... it seems like peaceful critters don't have a will, so to speak. So with those two things combined, that's going to make it harder to get will, which is okay, I guess. So there are a couple different runes here. I need, let's see, does the book talk about runes? Let's see. Demonic will and snares. Magnus will tell me one day that every living thing has a soul. Humans, chickens, sheep, and even creepers have life force that would give the body the will to live. It seems Magnus has done a lot of experiments since time and has even heard of powerful mages that could take these souls and transfuse them into empty vessels such as zombies, but that made me wonder if zombies and skeletons did not have souls, how is it they have a will to live? What animated them so that they would try to hurt down a living? It all came back to will each and every single time. Anything living had to have a will in order to survive, but it didn't mean that it had to be their own. When I brought this up, Magus, he wondered a little and then brought out a blackboard and chalk from where who knows, and started sketching some notes about other forms of magic. In thaumaturgy, he said while sketching out the form of straw man, golems are animating beings that are tasked to perform many mundane operations. They live, breathe, and can die. They follow out of favor with their masters. In the current iteration of thaumaturgy, and yes, there have been several versions of this art over the centuries, the magician would imbue their will into the inanimate creation and bring them to life. That, Bella, is how golems operate, by an imbuement of will. So if a golem would live by another entity imbuing it with its will into an empty shell, maybe some other entity imbuing its will into the bodies of the dead, bringing zombies and skeletons into existence. Okay, so that's the rudimentary snare, With some direction, blah, blah, blah. The snare should be able to disrupt the will of the entity that is controlled. I was messing around with playing around with golems. He said with a smile, we all know how that turned out. Blah, blah, blah. He said that I needed to do was throw it at format error. If it worked, some white dust should stream off the entity for a period of time. So you have to kill it after this happens in order for anything to really happen. But the snare might only work 25% of the time. Yep. Well, he did it just like I did. Several dummies, ducking and dodging. I killed them swiftly. A small amount of blue vicious... Ew. Ew. Okay. So that's how you... we knew how to get demonic will. I was just hoping there was something else there. Nighttime invention in order to harvest some demonic will. When I began to realize one of the major problems with the collection method, my bag kept on getting full from all the samples. For some reason, perhaps the ultimate source of the demonic will is different for each sample. The will would not compress into a more manageable form, at least the physical manifestation of the will. Thus, I went to work with the Hellfire Forge. It was nestled in my corner of the house, pushing aside some of Tiberius' latest unpleasant experiments and getting some raw materials of my own. One of these days, I'm going to make... Okay, so this is something that combines it all, is what it sounds like. Gem for the Underworld. After further tests, I found out this gem could hold a will quantity of 64. When I presented these findings to... Okay, so Tartaric Gem. So I'm assuming it's going to look like a gem. There it is. A gem used to contain a little will. Okay. So basically, we can convert all of our... My question is, will it consume the will of the stuff that I kill? Or is that how I just put the will into something? We'll have to play around with that too. Unfortunately, all of our Thaumcraft gear is finally starting to break after forever. We're going to want to make some better gear here soon. Some living armor might be nice. But I think that's going to be a little ways out. Lol. Either way, let's go back and look at the runes, because that's going to allow us to upgrade. Does it talk about it over here? So incense altar, upgrading your altar. There we go. So runes. To upgrade an altar to second tier, you need to place 8 blood runes around the altar and 1 level lower. That's not a problem at all. Yes, I would like to see what some of the other runes do. Speed rune, water sigil, lava sigil. What about some of the other runes? Come on. I don't want speed runes. I want... Wow, just not even talking about other runes. Okay, let's go back to the main page. They might be over here. Wait, that's the wrong click. Runes. Ritual stones, magical ritual stones, ritual speed. These are all just different rituals. And none of them talk about the goddamn rooms. Maybe he talks about them here in the actual speed rune thing itself, because that's a speed rune. Speed rune applies pressure to the altars, forcing the transmutation process, so that I don't really care if it goes quick or slow. I just... Come on. Yeah, it just literally doesn't talk about any of the other runes, which... Tier 3 under to see. It is well known that a Tier 3 altar requires you to cap 4 pillars with glowstone blocks from the nether. What is not as thoroughly understood is that you can actually use sea lanterns instead. Don't really care about that. Why would I care? So... That's Tier 3. Does he talk about a Tier 4 altar? He does not. Okay. Well, do the runes talk about what they do here? Because what we want, I believe, is the rune of self-sacrifice for right now. But I'm not sure. So we're going to need a lot of glowstone, a lot of blank runes, and a lot of other stuff. So this is probably a good stopping spot for this episode. What I'm going to do off camera is we're going to burn through some of these runes. I'm going to go look up what they do. So I can go over, the different setups. I know one of them gives a bonus to self-sacrifice. Some of them give bonuses to sacrificing other critters. And there's a variety of other things. So we'll cover all of that in the next couple episodes. So anyways, folks, thank you so much for sticking with me. I appreciate it. Like I said, sorry about the lack of content last week and for the next couple weeks. But we will eventually get back on track once things kind of, balance out. I do want to thank all of the new subscribers that we've got. Let me grab the list real quick. The list is getting kind of long. I'm going to have to actually start writing this down in a separate document. So first off, big shout out to Alex, Dagger Cook, and Cole Walker. All of you guys for 9 months of support. Thank you so much. James Seymour, 7 months. Legion, 6 months. We have Ronald Weasley, 6 months. Star Wars John Smith, you just broke a month. Thank you so very much. Michael Whitaker, you actually, I believe, prepaid, so I appreciate that. You're at 2 months. We have Killa 8925, Xerxes Break 58, Chandler Porter, Elite Sentinel 2, Coaster 99, Blackhawk 8100, Nick and Dralian. All of you guys have signed up this month. Thank you so much, guys. And I believe Blackhawk and Coaster are our 2 tier 3 subs on YouTube. So those are the crazy guys who pay $10 a month to support me and my insanity. So I appreciate that. We're up to 16 members, getting really close to 20. That's going to be a next big milestone. So appreciate the guys. We may have to start reworking some of the little flames and such as soon as I get some extra money, but that's probably a little ways out. But I do want to thank you guys for your support. If that's something that you would like to do, there's a join button down below the video. You can slap that. That does, help me buy things like games, servers and such along those lines, pay bills, feed myself, keep myself alive, etc., etc. So that's something you'd like to contribute to. That option is there. If not, don't worry about it. My content's always available free. If you're broke like I am, don't feel guilty that you don't have the money. Or if you'd rather spend it on something else, that's fine too. I completely understand. That being said, guys, that's it for me. You guys have a great night, great evening, great weekend, whatever it is for you. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.